All right, I'm here with Corbin, our 4th place finish at Shenanigans Gaming case tournament in San Antonio. Tell us what you played, how you did it, and also if you have any shout outs before we get into the deck list.
So I played Sword. It was a really fun tournament and whatnot. So shout out to, yeah, you can see it short. Shenanigans for hosting this tournament. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. We had a lot of people here, so
This was a nice venue.
it is. They also do other stuff, so it's a really big venue. So let's get into the deck profile. We'll play Leonidis. We'll play 3 of them. Obviously, it's the best card, and everyone plays against it, so you hardly ever get it off, but when you do, it's brutal. So I got it off like once, and then everyone else just played around it. So
yeah.
But you still want to play 6 just in case it doesn't, and they can't play around it. It's board wipe, so that's also good as well.
Right.
So, and then I played 2 Alexanders. This actually came in clutch against aggro.
Yeah, I bet.
If you can temper them off and just play this can eat their whole board in one turn, and then they have a 5 whatever body left that they have to deal with. So it's a really good card. I don't think I'd play it at 3. Just 2 is really all you really need. You can search it and whatnot. So. I played 2 Olivias.
For the turn 6 going first, Leonidis. Let's go.
Yeah, but actually it's also really good against Abyss.
Yeah, gain life.
Gaining the life and making them discard makes them so like it slows down their tempo a little bit. And so if you can make them have less cards in the hand and have less cards to play, it makes it easier for you to sustain out of it. So there's that, and also you can play with that. So I definitely want to put it to 3 just because I actually did see it against certain matches, but I think making sure you see it's going to be key for certain matches because it's just really helpful. Then I play 3 Amelias. This is just a really, really good card. I think it's just going to be in Sword for a while. Just you can control boards, which I've done before, but I also, my first match, they had no answers, and I had a full board and swung for like 12 damage on turn 5. So it's very good because you can get Floor Fencer out and just evolve and get 4 cards on the body for 4 costs if you win second. So it's just a really, really good card. Then I play 2 Alberts. He's just a really good swinger, Storm, 4. And then he can swing twice, so you can do it with board wipes and it won't take damage. So you have a lot of versatility with this card. It's just, so you can play 1 just to sustain and the other one for a finish. You don't need more than that.
Right.
Then I played 4 Adverlators, which this is just a searcher. When it evolves, it searches your storm card because it searches anything that's an officer.
3 of them.
I played 3. This was my first time playing with the deck, so I just threw in 3. I would cut it to make it 2. You don't really need more than that. And then I played 2 Urts.
Oh yeah, this card's good.
It's very good. It's good against sword matchups. I did play against the Sword Mirror and banished one of his Leonidas before it go off, so it's really good against that. It also works against Aegis when they get it through the amulet that summons it to the back, so they can't play it. So it's just a way to help manage certain matchups to a certain degree. So it did come in clutch. This deck can search it, so I'm probably going to cut it down to 1.
Okay.
You can search it with Maiden. Obviously, you got your 4 Fencers. You got to play 3 of them. It's just
Card's so good.
It's so good. It's just 3 cards on body, so you might as well just get it out.
Going second, turn 3, 7 damage, man. Insane.
Yeah, or going 4 and getting it all out on 4 with it for free.
Card is good.
Card is good. Obviously, you play this, it's just a Storm for 3/3.
Card's really good
really
too.
Good. If you get Leonidis' Resolve out, it's a 6/6 on Storm, so you can't complain.
Man.
And then you run 3 Gem Staff Commanders.
Searcher.
Just the Searchers, anything you need. Then I played 3 of Lithium.
It's a good 2-drop.
It's a 2-drop. He was good in one match because I was able to aggro with him. But outside of that, he's really not that great. You draw him late, he's kind of useless. So I would probably take him out for the Veteran Ward or Lancer that I have here. Because that's a ward and still a 2/3, so it still eats up the aggro bodies as well. So I just think it'll come in more clutch during like late games when you want to play this and you need to survive a turn. This ward may come in handy against getting another attack versus just having him sit here not doing anything for a turn.
I saw a lot of sword decks lose today because they didn't have a ward body to like stall the turn.
Oh yeah. So my only ward that I have is the next card coming up, and so I'm surprised it did well.
Oh wow. The bell ringers, baby.
Bell ringers. This actually made me win against one of the Vis decks. I was able to draw this early and control his board with the evolve, and then had to eat some attacks with it. So definitely you want a little bit more wards in the deck, especially with aggros and other decks, because it'll help you sustain to mid-range more, and that's when you can kick off and control the board a lot better. And so you definitely want more wards than just these.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's super nice. And then obviously one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah, this
Maid Leader.
searches everything.
Searches everything. Searches your urns because it basically is an evolve card, so that helps you get into certain matchups so that you can help control boards. It searches your Leonidises, it searches even your bell ringers and other stuff. So it's just a really good card. So it's probably going to stay in this deck for a while. Then I play 3 quick players. Just a storm card helps clear boards. I use that a lot against one of my aggro decks because it just helps me ping off the 1 cost or health cards that they have that are 2 swing for 2 damage. Leonidis is what it's all about. It's a 4/4 storm for 1. So
But do you play the Evo?
I do not play the Evo.
Oh boy.
I don't use it as a finisher.
Right.
Not as much as you would do it in the last set, as happens sometimes. You typically use it just for poking damage and clearing boards. And then if you have Leonidis, it's a 4/4 for 1 cost, so it's really good. And then I run 2 swords. You don't want to run any more than this. It's kind of cloggy, but it's just a really good way to help proc your Leonidis.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that before in testing. It's insane
really
with
nice.
Leonidas.
And if you open up early enough with it, it's a 2 card on the body that you can poke with. So I mean, it's fine either way. But if you have 3, it's kind of a dead card, and you draw it, you're just like, I wish I drew something else.
Yeah.
So it's all right. So I recommend only having 2. You can search it off of the evolved version of Evan.
Yeah.
Because it's an officer, so you can bring it out as well that way, just in case you need a prop. So that's just the whole deck. And then the evolves. Just run 2 of these. You don't need any more. People play around it, and so if you even try to get a 3rd one out, either A, you can have a way to win, or B, you're going to lose the game anyways. So
yeah. I
don't think having 3 is going to be mandatory or anything like that. Just 2's just fine.
3's overkill, I think.
Oh, it is. Obviously 2 floor flensers, just great card for building boards. 2 main leaders for searching. That's what you search for. Search an evolve card. 1 Albert, you just go into this to clear bodies and you don't die, or you can use it to finish games, which I did on both occasions. I swung for 6 to kill someone once and cleared a board and took no damage on the evolve, so it's really good. 1 Bell Ringer Angel, it basically helps you control aggro. Erd, that's the one that removes the thing from the EX zone, so it's really good. And then your 1 searcher for Avant Blader.
Nice. Any changes aside from the Avant Blader you'd make?
I would add another Olivia. I would drop the 11s and probably put in the Vengeance Lancers just to get me some more wards out there. And then I would probably drop 1 Erd as well, just because you can search it. And if you do see it and draw it and you have 2, it's kind of like, oh man, maybe I wanted my Alexander or something else that I could have drawn instead or whatever. So I think there's certain things that you want to do and just test play for your deck, but I do recommend there's certain ratios that you want, and then you have a room to play with other things as well. So it's a really fun deck. Enjoy it a lot. So.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, thanks for the deck profile. Congrats on 4th place. You got a box, and hopefully we'll see you on the next set.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Hey, thank you.